Wowee. Can I get a wowee? All kidding aside, this is the last video on this album. Yes, part 6. And we got 3 numbers. And the first one, I'm trying to pronounce it Equus. Equus? I don't know. We will have to, I will have to, maybe he sing it, like he did in Tourmaline. And yeah. Anywho, that's the first number, Equus. And then we got Collapsible Shoulders, it's hard to do. I should have started up here, then I could collapse it. Yeah, no sense on collapsing collapsible shoulders. Anywho, you gotta start with them. What's if it's not collapsible shoulders before they collapse? Is that erect shoulders? I don't know. I don't think so. I think that's the smallest one for today. The shoulders, the collapsible shoulders. And then we got the final track on the whole album, Requisition, I think you say it. Again, maybe he sings it. Maybe Cedric will sing it with his angelic voice. And a couple of days ago, in part 5, I talked for a while about a question on what do the group, when we are talking, when the subject is a group, I'm thinking group, not particularly solo artist. We can use them as example, but in this case, the Mars Volta is a group. And the question was, at what point and why did they go away from representing the band, showing the band, in Denmark, we have a saying when we want to see something, the head of the table, or something like that. First I'm gonna say it in Danish, and then I'm gonna translate. It's like we say, viser dem kamelen, show them the camel. It's like, yeah, that's the camel. I think you have to think about way back in the days when we have things like circus was the greatest thing on earth, and stuff like that. Cabaret, plays, theater stuff, live music. But yeah, way before the Mars Volta, so it would sound more like banjos or I don't know, violence. You know what I mean. But here's just to finish that little, question, to round it off. I will show you a couple of examples on what I'm also talking about. We will take, maybe this will be maximum 2 minutes. This is the debut on Frankie Goes to Hollywood. And no, it's not a photo of the band, but it actually is a painting of the band. So that is a third, way of doing it. The cover art, I guess. We got the good old classic, show us the camel, give us the band, the Beatles cover. For example, the Beatles. Almost every Beatles cover out there, except the Beatles album, the white one, and maybe a few more, you know what I mean. But it's very Beatles, the cover art. And And then we have in the early 80s, mid 80s, Frankie Goes to Hollywood from, funny enough, same city, Liverpool. Was it Liverpool? England, anywho. And it's like they're stepping a little bit away out of that thought, but they're still having, the idea of, you gotta see the band. You got to see the band. And we don't. The artwork continues on the backside, and if you're doing a still picture, you would see animals sucking whatever, something off. It's very gay. It's very weird. It's very, very odd, and very artsy fartsy. I kind of like it. I have to say, because we're still in that ballpark on, in some way, shape or form, we got an artistic version of the band on the cover. That's the third possibility. I talked about Black Sabbath not being on the cover, except on the part 6. And funny enough, you get them 2 times each, plus times 2 each, so you can actually make a point out of, first time you see Black Sabbath on the cover, you see them 4 times. Boom. Yeah. Nobody is thinking of that. I think so. I hope so. You will have too much time, like me, to ponder. Yeah, I've been wondering about stuff ever since I was 4 or 5, and I still remember the family commentating on it when I was around 5, and my aunt was saying, "Oh, he's not gonna get it very easy in life," to my mama, and I heard that. It was like, what? He's special. That one. It was like, I was hitting butterflies with a hammer. No. But I was weird, and maybe I still am. And now I'm going to show you the funny example, the one I'm talking about, the one I wish we got more of. It's not a complaint, but this is a Danish artist, Benjamin Hav. Talk about putting yourself on a cover. And I know this is solo artist, but anywho, you know what I mean? And you can also make a point out of, it's typical solo artist, and maybe that tells you a lot about solo artists. They are maybe solo because they are more into their own self, You almost got Prince on the cover on the first one, his first albums. Michael Jackson, so on and so forth. Even George Harrison is right in center of his first debut, and I guess John Lennon would be also, without really knowing it. I don't have the debut of John Lennon, but I think he and Yoko was on it, center. But the funny story about this is that he is taking this to another level, because he's calling his family his fans the family. So when you think about it, that's why he looks like it looks like a geeky family portrait, because it's in the the thought of the band. It's actually pretty clever. This looks like the cover, the photo you would have in a passport or a driver license, if you were lucky. And this is pretty fucking awesome, by the way. So, and I know I'm stepping over my 2-minute mark. I'm just gonna show you a funny, because this is actually, this has something to do also with the group we're listening to, because Crystal Fairies is a group with our dearly, and yeah, they actually got the singer on the cover. Like, I'm guessing this is the singer. It looks like the singer, but you know what I mean. We could be duped, but I'm pretty sure it's the singer, because we got a picture on the back. That's pretty old school, you know. And what a fucking group! This group. What are the odds? In my top five favorite group bands ever, I got Melvins and the Mars Volta, and this fucking group has the Melvins and a very important piece of the Mars Volta club, I might add. And it makes it a super group, because she's from from her own jam, and I forgot the name. It's pretty freaking awesome. The whole record this is one of those records. The more you listen to this, baby, the happier you will be. It's pretty fucking awesome. So anywho, that was my cover. I just got to put in that third option, the artistic, like Frankie did, where you pleases both parts of the fence. It's like if we had a fence in that conversation, that question, are you into the band or are you into the art house cover? Frankie Goes to Hollywood gives you both. Boom. Enough said. Did I actually mention also that Frankie Goes to Hollywood is also one of my favorite groups of all freaking time? Yeah. So underrated. Actually a rock and roll band also, but it's also a dance band, a club band, a banger band, a whatnot band. Was, I should say. But that Welcome to the Pleasure Dome double album, that's almost banger after banger after banger after banger. It's like listening to Michael Jackson's Thriller album, except I don't like that album anymore. But with an extra bonus disc, and all of them are freaking bangers. I know you got some weird stuff in it, Welcome to the Pleasure Dome, like Ferry Across the Mersey or something like that. But the more you listen to the whole album, every 10 seconds is almost a small masterpiece. It's pretty freaking awesome. You never got to Welcome to the Pleasure Dome. Just dive into it and crank it up, because that album is made for listening loud. I'm just gonna get the needle in the right sweet spot. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, man. Gnarly. Cheers, man. Steel guitar way in the back. We got something that sounds like keyboard or steel guitar. Love that little guitar bit, by the way. And piano still. Could be electric. Keyboard is jazz, man. And the drums. Almost the longest track. Yeah, almost, I don't know. That was cool. That was definitely a vibe. Very jazzy. Keyboard, solo, drums. So again, some of that fitted the new poppy sound. It's very, very bright. It's the bright Volta. That could have been the name of the album also, working title.
Once you left tribute to carry on pile at the door.
Again, that's the close.
Some of it dead, but the reborn knew she didn't want it.
The closing track. Yeah.
Her heart's
Cheers.
abandoned past. Torch the barrels and turn the handle. Skinny nails were looking away, loudly dragging all of her chains. She looks into his pale dead still with laughter. Say pointing her every move, hoping she blocked it out or forgave. The endless reason kills her in ways you don't know. Watch the boat, hand me clawed for the root of the claws. This is such a different way.
I'm loving this. Yeah. What's the weird shit? Yeah, you knew it. You just knew that would be the way to go out. If you know the Mars Volta. We just build it up to the wall of sound and then we drop the mic. You know, on main. I love that eerie violence they got on top of it from time to time in the last number. I'm not really sure how to pronounce it, but the Requisition. Requisition. I don't even know what that is. I know what an Inquisition is. A Requisition. You know the Spanish Inquisition? But it's not the Inquisition, it's the Requisition. Or maybe I'm pronouncing it totally wrong. But yeah, somebody will actually tell us in the comment section. I'm pretty sure. And yeah, the last number, that one was, again, in what to the best of my knowledge, I would call it hip hop Volta, because it's got that funky hip. The way, you know, Limp Bizkit is also hip hop, because you have the funk rhythm, and you got the rapping, and stuff like that. You know, it's also the same reason you could put Rage Against the Machine in parts of the hip hop world, because he's also almost, you know, rapping, and the funkiness, and the fun. You know, I was listening to the Wall album. Is it Why Can We Be Friends? I think it's called. And the classic with Lowrider. But the whole album is epic freaking shit. I have to do, if it's possible, I'm gonna do the whole album, because that is a hidden gem. But I was thinking on some of the tracks, especially one, and not Lowrider, it was like rap before rap, because I think that this is before the first Grandmaster Flash Message put out the first rap song. Or was it, or what, you know, Rapper's Delight by Sugar Hill Gang? I don't know, but I don't consider Sugar Hill Gang a real group, because it was like, and again, of course I do, but I think, in short, you know what I mean. Grandmaster Flash knew each other before the record was done. Sugar Hill Gang did not know each other, most of them, as far as I know. So, the final verdict on the new Mars Volta album is we got flavors from old school Mars Volta, but every time we got the flavor, the weirdness, the either it was a sound effect or something like that, it was really scaled down. It was in it to win it, I was about to say, but it was still very approachable for beginners in the Mars Volta universe. There's nothing on this album that would throw any mainstream listener off this little pony ride. It's the pony. If Mars Volta catalog was a horse stable, yeah, this one is the golden pony, I would even say. Yeah. And I think it's also the first time I'm really noticing a piano or electric piano, doesn't matter, throughout almost of the songs. And so that gave it a new soft edge. Not an edge, can be in. It's nothing like, it's calling it a soft sword. You know what I mean? It's like, no, that's not cute. That's not correct. But you have to excuse me. Sometimes I struggle a bit with the language, but I try to. I learned my English mostly through watching movies and listening to music. So yeah, it's all good. It's positive. You actually learn something out of it. kind of. Yeah. So easy peasy Japanesey. That was delightful. I don't know. I don't talk like this as usual, using words like delightful, but I guess it's the music rubbing on or rubbing off. It's like it's all already starting to get to inspire me. If this has an inspiration hidden in it, it's like breathe. It's like chill out. Remember to. And I know when you dig into the lyrics, some of them will not be all rainbows, but we still have to think about where we at. It is the Mars Volta we are talking about, and we heard some very gnarly, deep, and black issues in the past. I'm sure some of it is still in the new one, but I'm also very sure some of it is, gone on this album. And instead, we got the more fluffy, the more accessible, and still the very tight production, the very professional, the very cool, and and so on. It's a thumbs up, and it's also, I'm just thinking that now, it gives the fans something we didn't have, I know I said that before in other ways, but when you think about it more, it's like, yeah, this is in the future the go-to album on Sundays. We're not kidding. If you're thinking that, it's like, cool. I guess we needed that. And now we got it. And if the Mars Volta ever gets a message out of my videos, I know it's a slim chance, but think about we know we feel it. We can almost feel it. It's in the air. We get some more. We're gonna get some more Mars Volta. There's hope in the future, and I'm just saying, please, Mars Volta, how about going real old school on the next cover and give us a really cool band? You can still make it artistic, like Motorhead did on Ace of Spades. Dress up, be cowboys. That's a cool. I don't know why I just thought of that for an example on what I'm talking about. But that's cool. Yeah. But we know all the cool cats doesn't seem to do it anymore. No. You rather show something else? But I'm just saying, think about it. And I would rate this album, by the way, in its own right. So I will not give it a rating this time. I don't do that every time, but this time there's a reason I don't do it, because it's a unique album in the group's universe, and it deserves to be just called that. It's unique, and I would just, let's say, I would rate it high, pretty high, because I'm a sucker for the Sunday music, especially on a Sunday, and days like that. You can feel Sunday without being in a Sunday. And that's not a bad thing. That's actually a good thing that was good. I just also remember to say that Sunday is not bad. Sunday is good. You know I love you. Domo ragato. May that be the words. And yes, God protect you, especially. I know He does. Yes. Jesus too. Yes. Bye now.